It's still not where we want to be, but it was one of the better ones so far this year.
Was there a consistent theme in the fourth quarter with a couple of scoring drives that kept giving a breakdown?
Man, we just got to keep. That is an emphasis. I'll say it that way. That is a heavy emphasis, and will continue to be. You got to play all 4 quarters. It's a 4-quarter game.
Losing Kando for the year, how have you accounted for that so far? I mean, how you plan to do so going
Well,
forward?
first of all, that's a big loss, and I feel sorry for him, man. And he wanted to have a big year and all that kind of stuff, and he was doing a good job on coming along. But hey, next man up is always the mentality in this sport. As long as I've been involved in it, so it's the next man up mentality, and we just got to move forward in that way.
It looked like yesterday that Jaden was over with the edge guys and Leonard was inside. I don't know if that's something you guys are going to do full time, but what's, I guess, the thinking behind that move?
Your eyes are too good. Why are you staring that hard? But we were just trying to get the best 11 on the field and where they can maximize their abilities.
It seemed like the pass rush. Get home. It's harder to get home against a guy like Bryce Perkins. It seemed like they had more of an impact in that Virginia game Saturday.
Yeah, got to get him on the ground. He's a good football player. Good football player, man. Give him credit, and he did a good job.
Coach, Louisville comes in with a little bit different offense than what you guys have faced all year. What's your thoughts on them so far and what you've seen on film?
They do a good job of trying to run the ball, man. Averaging 260 yards a game, rushing the football, and that's a lot. Offensive line coach by trade as offensive coordinator, so that makes sense. And kind of remind me of Boston College a little bit, how same kind of thought process behind them. Guy trying to run the ball, and so we gotta have the mindset, always stop the run. That's every defense on every level of football. Number one is stop the run, and they're trying to run the football. So it'd be a great challenge.
How do you balance building on the positives of especially the first 3 quarters, but then also being tough on the guys about what happened later? How do you, as a coach?
Absolutely. We showed the last 4:49 of the game and showed the emphasis on that before we came out to practice on yesterday, and everybody understands we got to finish. It's about finishing, and so that's what we're focusing. That's how we get that focus on it. But not just the first 2, now 3 quarters. Got to do all 4.
In finishing, Coach talked about having to do a little bit more to cut down on the penalties. What does that kind of look like at practice so far?
Well, we got penalties. We've been doing this. Penalties in practice, immediately you get the punishment, whatever it may be. We have guys running around the far goalposts, whatever it is. It's something that immediate. You can't let it linger. We got to get on that. And also with penalties at the end of practice, the entire defense has to do something far as because that one person did. Had a penalty in practice, so we definitely focus on it, talked about it since the beginning of camp, and we got to make sure we actually apply it in the games.
With the one with Cooper's, is that a tough one for a player, or especially when the pile moves sometimes?
Right. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I've seen that called, I've seen that not called. So I guess and the refs have to make a quick decision, understand, and be tough out there in the heat of the game. They just got to make a call.
With Renardo's too, that's a young guy trying to make a play, and just the time. Is that a learning experience for someone? Is that kind of the ups and downs of maybe playing a freshman in that moment too?
Big time learning experience for him. On the road, hey, he won't do it again. He's a tough football player. He understands the game, and he'll learn from it. So that's the good thing about him.
Coach Tiger said you were excited to have another helping hand, Coach Levitt coming in to help out. What kind of conversations have you had? Did you know him at all before?
I didn't know him really well before. Played against him. I was at the University of Cincinnati when he was head coach of South Florida, and I've gotten to know him. I like him a lot, to be honest with you. I like him a lot. He brings knowledge, some great knowledge, and his background and knowing different things, and I like him. I do. I really do, and he's going to help us out.
Looks like Louisville is one of their quarterbacks banged up. What's the biggest difficulty in trying to game plan for either of those guys?
Both of those guys can really run, and they understand the offense. And again, they're trying to run the football, but when they have to throw it, they can throw it as well. And athletic, man, both of them are athletic. And then number 6 will come in the game as well. So we got to prepare for really not only 2 but 3 guys that they could possibly put in the game.
I know we've talked a lot about, or asked you a lot about the run fits in the past. Was that better this week?
Yes, they were better. Our guys are getting more comfortable. Again, dialing back a little bit, trying to make it more simple, so they know where to fit and fit fast.
moving the guys around a little bit defensively, did you like what you saw with Woodby being more outside? Observation?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he did that last year, and so he's comfortable there. He understands it, and allows him to maximize his ability. But what you got to understand about those guys, he and Leonard they both are very unselfish football players, and they want to do what's best for the team. And so you got to love that about those guys.
Levante made his way back into the rotation last week and had an impact. Can you talk about just what he was able to do to get back in rotation?
Well, he kept working hard in practice and doing all the little things that he needed to do. He's a good football player, and so by him, you get rewarded for what you do in practice. And so he got out there on the field and played for us and did a good job.